Okay, so the last time we did something, it was about parallel lines. All right, so parallel lines, if I have two lines that are parallel, obviously they have exactly the same slope if I were to count the slope in the slope triangle. Now what we're talking about now is perpendicular lines. Now their lines, their slope is also related. So this is an example of perpendicular lines. Lines that form a right angle. The x and y axis are actually perpendicular lines. So this kind of looks like the x and the y axis. These guys form a right angle. Now the slopes have very distinct relationship. Parallel lines are exactly the same. Now perpendicular lines are actually upside down and opposite. Now let me show you what that means. For example, if I tell you that the slope of one line, let's say, was 2/3. If the slope of this line is 2/3, the slope of the line that's perpendicular to that would be this. Look what happened to it. Flips it upside down, the reciprocal, and it's opposite, meaning if one's negative, the other one's positive. So if I tell you the slope of this line over here was 1/4, I'll make it negative, -1/4. The slope of the line perpendicular to that would be positive 4/1, or just 4. Okay? So why does this matter? Well, the problems you're going to be doing now are problems that say something like, here's the graph of a line. So here's my coordinate plane, okay? And let's say that I have a line that looks something like this, and we count the slope of this line, and it goes up and over, and let's say it goes up 2 and over 1, okay? Now, if I want to make a line perpendicular to this one, well, if this slope is up 2 over 1, the slope of this line is this. What would be the slope perpendicular to that? The opposite reciprocal. The slope of a line perpendicular to this one would be -2 over 1, or just -2. Okay? So the problem that you're going to see on your assignment is you're going to say, all right, well, here's a line. I need a line perpendicular to this, and it has to go through, and they'll give you a point, 3, 6. Okay? So you're going to take this slope, flip it upside down in the opposite, so I'm going to use this slope for my line and this point. Now this is exactly the same thing we did before. I'm going to take y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to use this and an x and a y to find b. So here we go. We've got 6 equals, this is my x, this is my m, so -2 times 3 plus b. So now I'm going to solve for b. 6 equals -6 plus b, add 6, add 6. So I end up with b equals 12. So b is 12, and I already know that m is going to be -2 because it's perpendicular to this one. So I can write my equation. So I'll come way down here. My equation is y equals, and my m was -2, x plus 12. Okay, this would be the line perpendicular to this one that goes through that point. So just real quickly, here's what I did. I took the line they gave me, and I found the slope that was perpendicular to this, upside down opposite. And then I just used this x and y to figure out what b was, and then just rewrote my equation. Okay, this portion is exactly the same thing we did with parallel lines. The only difference between this and parallel lines is the fact we're using a perpendicular slope, which isn't the same, it's the upside down opposite. Okay, give this assignment a whirl. The answers are on there as well. Make sure you can get them. Okay, good luck.